why were you created?
Thank you. I'm Imani Isaac. The reason why we were created, or I was created, is to serve purpose. And purpose can be that you can be being engaged on a daily basis. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Another person? There are so many reasons why you are created. Yes, you can see comrades here.
The reason why we were created, or I was created, is to serve purpose. And
why do you think God created you?
You can be being engaged on a daily basis. Thank you.
Very good.
Okay, I'm Gloria Kini, pursuing BCom, year 1. The reason why I was created is to bring a change. There is something that is not done or was not done, and I should do it at the right time.
Excellent. The last person?
My name is Brilliant Kasaya. I believe I was created to make a difference in the world.
Brilliant. You are brilliant. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, comrades, I believe that number one, you were created to multiply. Number one, to multiply. To multiply means to reproduce. To multiply means to produce many of the same kind, so that if there are chairs, you produce many of the same kind. If it is manufacturing, to manufacture many of the same kind. If to reproduce, you reproduce many of the same kind, including reproduction of human beings. So one reason is for you to multiply. The next reason is for you to subdue. The reason why God created you is for you to subdue, to conquer, to manage people, but manage with love. The Bible says in the book of Matthew 22 that love your neighbor as you love yourself. As you manage, you love. Because the greatest commandment in Matthew 22 is what? Love. And therefore, as you love, people are meant to be loved and things are meant to be used. But nowadays, people love things and they use people. Are we communicating? So you subdue. Number 3 is to replenish, to make sure that it doesn't run out, to refill. Okay? By being productive. Number 4 is to be fruitful. So you are giving your points, but they are fitting in all these. To be fruitful. The power of a seed. The power of a seed. In a fruit, there is a seed. That seed, if you plant it, it germinates. The moment it germinates, it will produce a tree. Then that one tree will produce fruits. Those fruits have seeds. Those seeds, when planted, will produce many trees. And those trees will form what we call a forest. So the power of a seed is a what? A forest. So you be fruitful. I want to begin by thanking the Accounting and Finance Club, the Business and Economics faculty for this invitation. Spaces like these are not just academic gatherings. They are platforms where the future of our nation is being shaped. Let me start with a simple truth. A degree is important. Is no longer enough. Very important, but not enough. We are living in a rapidly evolving world where technology, innovation, and globalization are constantly redefining opportunities. The question is no longer, what did you study? But rather, what can you do? Your degree gives you knowledge, but your toolkit, what brought us here today, your toolkit, which entails skills, mindset, and adaptability, determines your success. I know that over the course of your studies, you've been told by your good lecturers, you can see Mr. Mutua here, what the toolkit for the future economy should look like. At the risk of repeating, let me just restate them again. Number one, you need skills beyond the classroom, such as critical thinking, problem solving, communication, and data literacy. Number two, adaptability and continuous learning must be in your jiu-jitsu of life, the normal challenges that you face in life. The future belongs to those who can learn, do not get comfortable. The economy will change. Number two, adaptability. Thing for today may not exist, but leadership and responsibility. It is not about positions, it is not about power. Leadership is about impact. Leadership is about service delivery. And the Bible says in the book of Matthew 23:11-12 that he who wants to be the greatest among you must first be the least amongst you. Must first be your servant. For you to lead, you must agree to serve. You don't need to wait to become a CEO or a member of parliament to lead. Leadership begins with integrity, accountability, and service to others. As young people, you must position yourselves not just as job seekers, but as problem solvers for the society. Number four, financial intelligence. As finance students, this is your area of strength, but also your responsibility. Understand money, understand investments, and understand how economies work. But more importantly, use that knowledge to create wealth ethically, empower communities, and drive economic growth. Kenya needs financially literate leaders who can transform our economy from the ground up. Lastly, have courage and resilience. As you all know, success is not a straight path. You will face rejection, you will face failure and doubt. But let me tell you, failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. Only persistence. And when we talk about success, what is this success that we talk about? Most students at the university know that to be successful is just to have money or to have a better job. Success entails different areas of life. Number one, success in your spirituality, the relationship between you and your God. That is success. That is one way to succeed. And who is this God that we've been talking about? In the United States of America, in the dollar, it is written, in God we trust. The British national anthem, they write, God save the Queen. Now God save the King. In Canada, national anthem, they say, God make Canada great and glorious. Jumuiya la Afrika Mashariki wanasema, God bring us together. And in Kenya, O God of all creations. When you take an oath of office, you finish by saying, so help me God. Who is this God? Who is this God? There must be a God, correct? This is the God of the Bible. This is Allah, God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. This is the God of Babu. This is the God of you as a comrade. And this is the God of the nation. Therefore, the relationship between you and God is very important. That is what leads you to success. So you must succeed in that before you succeed in any other thing. Number 2, success in family. You can be very successful financially, but when you look at your family, you have no family. Therefore, you are only successful financially, but not in family. What is the relationship between you and your dad? Relationship between you and your mom? Relationship between you and your siblings? What is the relationship between you and your husband and your wife? And you are going to get married soon, and you are going to marry soon. What type of a family do you want to live? If you can't lead a family of 2 or 3, can you lead a whole nation? Can you lead a community? Can you lead a society? So that relationship must be very important, comrade. So if it's not good enough, ensure that you mend it. Number 3, academics. What brought you to the university is academics. Today, if a professor walks in that door and another person, let's say a multi-millionaire, walks in the same door, who will you give an attention to first? Who? Professor, correct? Now you understand what I'm talking about. So make sure you are successful in your academics. The only way we will know that you are a graduate is by having a degree certificate. Without a degree certificate, you are a Form 4 dropout. Even if you reach your 4th year, last semester, 1 exam pending, you are a Form 4? Are we communicating? So you must be successful in academics. And it's not a must that it has to be a degree certificate. Not everybody gets to go to the university. But be trained at something. Be trained at something in any institution. If you can't go to the university, go to a VETI. If you can't get those skills, get trained in something. Even as a driver, it is a school, correct? It's called a driving school. Be trained at something. As a human being, you must get skills. Number 3, financial success. Financial success, but it is very relative. Where you are, you should always feel very comfortable, because most of the time, greed blurs vision. You can reach a point where you are financially successful, but because of greed, your vision of moving forward in the future becomes blurry. Are we communicating, comrades? Then social success. What is the relationship between you and your friends? When they see you, can you communicate to the people well? How are you relating to the people around you? So all those must be success. So I advise as a comrade, you must be somewhere in all those areas. That is what entails success. Today, however, is not a day to repeat what we already know. Today, I would like to speak to you about a different concept of success. I'll take one direction. A concept that, if followed to the letter, can significantly increase your chances of succeeding in life beyond the degree. It is a concept called mastery. Ladies and gentlemen, after the hard work you put in during your primary and secondary school studies, and the many hours you spent in the library today and many more days to come, I suppose it goes without saying that you appreciate the saying that ukiona vyaelea vimeundwa, ukiona vyaelea ujue vimeundwa. Nothing admirable, nothing good, nothing worthy of praise comes without having been deliberately designed, built, or operated. If you see a beautiful house, just be sure some serious work has gone into it. Today, you stand at the cusp of your career. You will soon graduate with a degree in may specialize in accounting or finance or insurance or any other degree. Since we as comrades, we always say that a degree is a degree. That is what we will take as the foundation of your career. And the question your team asks of us is, what will success look like in 10 or 15 years from now? And therefore, what kind of tools must a young Kenyan acquire, build in order to achieve that success? The answer is one word: mastery. 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 Given your academic qualifications in business management, I know that some of you will practice accounting and finance first with existing accounting and audit firms, and later establish your own firms. Some of you will be clerical officers and finally heads of departments in large multinational corporations. And of course, some of you will be managing directors and chief executive officers, CEOs. Similarly, for those who will go into public service in less than 5 years, can be 2027 or beyond, or more, most of you will be approaching your 30s and 40s. You will become top government bureaucrats as program and departmental heads. You will be directors. You will be principal secretaries. And you will be cabinet secretaries. And the moment you're in those positions, you will know that leadership position is the only position that elevates you to the highest level of ignorance possible. Therefore, I will tell you that all leaders in Kenya and in the world are ignorant people. Why am I saying so? Because you are an accountant, you are an economist, yet doctors want you to take care of their interest, and you know nothing about medicine. Are you not ignorant? Are you not ignorant? You are a plumber as a leader, yet all teachers, all engineers want you to take care of their interest, and you know nothing about their fields. Are you not ignorant? You are who you are in your field, yet all men and women of God want you to take care of their interest, and you don't know your way to heaven. Are you not ignorant? You are a teacher, a journalist, yet all thieves want you to take care of their interest. Are you not ignorant? Because a leader is a leader of all the thieves. A leader is a leader of all the teachers, all accountants, all economists. A leader is a leader of all the buildings, including rivers and trees. You are a leader of everything. So the moment you are elected, you are elevated to the highest point of ignorance. So therefore, the only bus, leadership bus is the only bus that you drive from the back. With your ignorance, you should be guided. You let the accountants guide you. Let the teachers guide you. Let men and women of God guide you. That is the only way you can succeed as a leader, because you can't know everything. It is a long, brilliant career path that lies ahead of you because of the foundations you are laying today. So if you are in your first and second year, you will still have time to turn around your grades, comrades, and score first-class honors. Roll up your sleeves. It will come in handy someday soon. If you're already in your year 3, oral 4 and defending your stay here. Ensure your last grades don't look so bad, comrades. Don't cross the finishing line limping. Jump across the mark and enter victory with pomp and jubilation and hope. And remember that if you are number 1 in a class of fools, then you are number 1. You are number 1 what? Fool. But if you are number last in a class of clever people, then you are the last clever. The choice is yours, comrade, and you have to make it. Comrades, from my experience over the last so many years, I know deep in my bones that your success will not come rolling on the wheels of inevitability. Success and career progress are not inevitable. Success is not obvious. Success in the 21st century will require structured effort, a clear resolve, and a strong determination to shape not just your future, but to also offer the vision, skills, and the leadership that your family, your community, and your country needs to solve problems of unemployment, problems of corruption, and poor governance. In business school, I expect you to have learned from your micro and macro economic theory classes that the Kenyan GDP has grown at an average of only 5% in the last 15 years. This is way below the growth aspirations under Vision 2030. Vision 2030, Kenya's transformative blueprint, aspired that in order to turn around our country into a globally competitive and prosperous country with a high quality of life for all by 2030, we needed to achieve a 10% GDP growth rate by 2012. That was the vision. Now, whether in private practice or in the private sector or in public service, just what skills will it require to succeed in the 21st century beyond the degree you will be acquiring from the university? What skills will you require, comrades? Number 1, success in the 21st century will require that you identify your passion. Success does not want people who are half committed and must be pushed to do what they should do. Success wants people who are enthusiastic about what they have deliberately chosen to do. Success inahitaji kujituma, lazima ujitume. So the question is, are you passionate about management and leadership? Are you passionate about accounting and finance? Are you passionate about insurance, marketing, human resource management, or in any field that you are pursuing? Do you feel it in your bones? Do you dream about it? Do you see your career as an instrument of change for you, for your family, and your country? You better figure it out early enough, comrades. You require passion in your career to face the challenges of competition, to give your best, to resist temptation for shortcuts, and keep your eyes on the horizon, and keep your feet moving forward until your dream comes true. I chose public service through elective politics because it is my passion. I love working with ordinary people to resolve problems at community and national levels. For me, it is not a job. It is a calling meant for change and progress. What is your passion? You must answer that question if you want to succeed big in the 21st century. And there's a joke that goes that if you love your work, you will not even have to work for a day. Number 2, comrades, the degree you acquire here will not be enough. Success will require that you dip yourself in the knowledge of your field of expertise. If you are passionate about accounting, I expect you to finish your CPA exams and don't just be a member of ICPAK or ICPAC. Be fellow. Be an FCPA, not just a CPA. Similarly, immediately after you get your first job, success in the 21st century demands that you go back to school and get your master's degree and probably a PhD in your relevant area. Write a dissertation and be a doctor of the philosophy of the area that you want to be successful in. As Babu, I did not sit back after getting my first-class honors in actuarial science. I went ahead and got master's degrees because I wanted to understand my fields. Actuarial science gave me the lenses to see the world from a risk management perspective, as well as economics and monetary dynamics of the value and flow of money, both for me and the world around me. And when I realized arithmetic alone was not enough to help me understand government, I signed up for law school and learned the theory and philosophical. I didn't stop there. I got admitted as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya to enhance my knowledge, skills, and capacity to defend the less fortunate, the weak, and the forgotten in the society. Those whose rights get violated every day. My work is to try to fix that challenge. Comrades, you require deep, wide, and extensive knowledge in your chosen path. Be a solution provider to the problems of society. Most of you are in your early 20s, comrades. The most important thing now is to choose your bosses very carefully. Your bosses will mentor you into their own ways of doing things. It will help a lot if you deliberately choose to work for specific individuals and institutions that you consider successful and admire. Don't worry about money in the beginning, as you were told by our lady here. Personally, I did consider Raila Odinga successful and admirable. His records in fighting against oppression, multi-party democracy, and a wonderful transformative constitution of 2010, which lit up my youthful ideals and made him my mentor. I wanted to work with him and learn from him, and I owe a huge part of my success to his insights and guidance over these years. You can then use your originality and the original burning desire for change to rewrite the rules of the game of your field to the benefit of humankind. You will be able to do this because you deeply understand the inner working dynamics of the path you have chosen in life. You cannot change what you don't understand. You can see we are running to find outside ODM what we cannot find inside ODM. Even though the party has nurtured us today, we feel the party may not represent the future we seek for the young people of Kenya. We have learned enough from ODM. It does not reward a student well if the student just becomes as good as the teacher. Raila Odinga will not be happy where he rests if Babu gets comfortable in complacency and since total without questioning whether the regime is on a path to deliver a globally competitive and prosperous country with a high quality of life for all by 2030. We are questioning whether the economic, the social, and the political pillars of our nation's long-term development blueprint are on the right path. Are we generating jobs for the youth? Raila Odinga and all other Kenyan patriots, fallen and alive, expect us to do more than they did to advance the progress of our country. We must be the generation that achieves the 10% annual economic growth rate to generate wealth and create jobs and opportunity for our people. We don't expect you to remain an employee forever. Once you secure a decent job, you must create jobs. You must start and run something. You must generate knowledge, wealth, and jobs for the next generation. Finally, comrades, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I want to acknowledge that we surely live in turbulent times. The economy is not friendly to the young people. The cost of living is threatening to bulge through the roof. Global events are making it hard for you to get opportunity beyond our borders. Your environment is all VUCA, V-U-C-A. It's all volatile, it's all uncertain, it's all challenging, and it's all ambiguous. I acknowledge this. Yet, be reminded that each generation has always faced their fair share of the burdens of humankind. But at each time, they always rose up to greatness and solved the problems of their times. The young Kenyans who confronted the British Empire and fought for our independence were not as educated and equipped with technology as you are. The young Turks who confronted single-party dictatorship and fought for multi-party democracy might have been educated, but they can't match your level of tech savviness and online mobilization capacities. I admire how together we mobilized online on TikTok, X, Facebook, and fell at draconian finance bill in 2024. And now onto the Nikokadi movement that holds the promise to send home a reckless and a corrupt regime. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenges you face may be many, difficult and real. But remember, earlier generations faced similar or worse challenges with less tech and knowledge and capacity. They didn't even have phones, and yet they emerged victorious. Your own success will not come rolling on the wheels of inevitability. The degree you will acquire here alone is not enough in a world of artificial intelligence and robotics and machine learning and autonomous equipment. You will be competing with experts from all over the world for jobs that are now going online and international, even here in our country, Kenya. So, comrades, let us be honest. You will have to put in the required amount of hard work for you to succeed. Diligence and sacrifice. Mine has not come riding on the wheels of Tili, Tialala, and Ria alone. I have paid the price for the front seat you see me occupy in public functions. I have put in the time, the effort, and I still continue to do so. But one thing is clear, ladies and gentlemen. If you put in the required effort, remain hopeful and patient and resilient, your dream will come true. It will not be easy. It might be tomorrow or next week or next month, but will surely happen. For the volatile world, develop clear vision with long-term objectives and purpose. For the uncertainty around your world, reach for deep understanding of the issues that matter, especially in your career path, the tech issues, leadership issues, and practical problem-solving skills. For the complexity that surrounds you, seek clarity by using your deep knowledge and experience to break down your dream into short-term, medium-term, and long-term achievable tasks. And for the ambiguity that clutters your thoughts and action, develop agility that fosters rapid but flexible solutions to the problems of the only planet we have. Enter into all actions. As Nelson Mandela told us, it always looks impossible until it is done. Comrades, ladies and gentlemen, we have been adequately reminded that it is only young people that can bring down the towers of oppression and raise the banners of freedom. The whole country's hope lies in you. Get your degree, keep up the march on the path to mastery, and go conquer. Go conquer the world. The world belongs to passionate, knowledgeable, experienced, and conquerors, burning with the desire to change it by offering expert, evidence-based solutions in their stations of life. Thank you so much, comrades. God bless you, and may God bless our country again. Asante sana. Thank you.